Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are, whenever you are listening to this. Hi.
Good morning.
I'm Catherine Oster, and welcome to this week's edition of Coffee Chat. And I have a special guest this morning. Her name is Mary Case. Oh, the magical Mary Case. Oh no, did I freak? Oh, there we go. Magical is her pronoun. I love it. I
Yeah,
that's my pronoun too.
yeah, somewhere along the line, I adopted that one. I think it was assigned to me. My assigned pronoun was magic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, hey mom, good morning. Oh, who else is live with us? Tell me in the comments. Tell us hi and where you are from. We would love to know. Mary Lynn, good morning.
Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Catherine's mom.
So we actually, I put it out to a group of people that I know and that are amazing magicians that are out living in the world. And I asked them what we could contribute to them at this time of year, in real life time. Hi, Kara. Good morning, Karen Carlson. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. At this time of year, it's December 23rd, 2023, in real lifetime right now, in this moment. And it can get so crunchy right now. Like, whether it's with your body, there could be a lot of different things coming up for your body and a lot of different things coming up psychologically, like in your mind, whether that's stress about the holiday season, money stress. And so I was just really looking for a conversation that we could contribute to everybody at this time of year. And so Mary's here because she's brilliant in all of these areas. Mary is also a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness. She was a school teacher for how many years, Mary?
37.
37 years. And she's actually, how long did you retire for?
I retired for 4 years.
And yeah, and you just started going back into the classroom like recently, right?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So that's really, really cool. So she has a lot of experience with being a school teacher and everything that is, parents and kids. And also, Mary is a triathlete. So she does triathlons and she trains. So tell us a little bit about what a triathlon is.
So a triathlon combines three sports. So you take the swim and then you take the bike and then you take the run and you put them all together.
Yeah. And so how long for each one? I guess it varies, but kind of
It
where are you
varies. Yeah. For me, I'm working on the half Ironman distance, which means that I will be swimming 2 kilometers and then we get out of the lake. And then I'm going to get on the bike and ride 90 kilometers. And then you get off the bike and then you run a half marathon, 21 kilometers.
Mary, how old are you? I'm just gonna be really direct. How old are you?
Turning 63.
Oh my God. Wow, that is goddamn amazing, lady. And so Mary has a lot of information about bodies and, working with her body to get it. She has fun with this. This isn't something that she forces herself to do. So that's so amazing. Um, and you also kind of where we want to take this conversation today is this level of awareness that we have that we may not have recognized or know how to deal with. Hello, Linda. Um, and there's this other tree branch within Access Consciousness called X-Men. And X-Men awareness is just a whole different level. And with your body too. So anyway, I put a question out to my people and I asked them, what is coming up for you guys? Right now, Mary and I are having a conversation and we would like to contribute. And so we got some feedback from them and we're going to speak to that today. And a lot of the stuff was, you know, feeling really achy, pain, dizziness, going to work. This gal works as a nurse, and she's realizing that her and her coworkers are all kind of experiencing similar symptoms right now. Um, so she has been using the tools, and she does ask, like, is this mine? And return to sender. Um, so when that's not the question, what is? Because that's not changing it for her. And then this is what I'd love for you to talk about. I'm up against a wall and I want to break it the F down. So she's ready to change this. She's tired of feeling this way right now. And another gal, she's like, yep, I totally get what you're talking about. I'm going through the same thing and it's driving me crazy. And another gal is feeling really tired, seems for no reason. Um, yeah. So, Mary, where should we get started with this?
There's so much in there, and the biggest thing I'm getting is like to drop, let go of the fight and the
Yeah.
judgment. So most of you on here know the tools of access consciousness and the who does it belong to and the return to sender and is it mine, and are choosing those tools, and they've got you probably to where you are now and have created a lot more ease for you and for your body. And then sometimes, like you say, we hit this wall and we want to go into like, what's wrong with me? I'm using all these tools and it's not working. And we want to go into, there's something else going on. Like we go into it, and then we also go into this resistance and we go into judgment. So sometimes what I say at this particular moment is just like, just stop for a second and just like take a deep breath. I say, okay, like what is going on here? And for an X-Men, and when we say X-Men, we mean kind of ADD, ADHD, OCD, autism spectrum, neurodivergent, neurospicy, like all of the above. It really means different thinking, different brain. So for an X-Men, we have this capacity to understand bodies. So you're a nurse, you're receiving information from all of the bodies you're working with every single day. And you're also what we would call an empath. So you have that capacity to take it on. And I know you have the tools because this is not a new discussion. And sometimes the missing piece is that with an X-Men, we take it into our body and we forget to use the body as the filter to let it go out again. So we really care, and we really desire to understand it. And so we take it in and then we lock it in our bodies. And sometimes that can be like the pain, the intensity, the things that don't seem to change. I'm seeing a lot of this dizziness thing. Like the dizziness thing with you're aware, like a lot of shifts and changes on the planet, a lot of changing frequencies. And it's like your body needs a little bit time to recalibrate. So it's like literally like kind of like this thing, like when you get off a roller coaster ride or you've been on a ride at a fair and you have to like get your bearings again. It's like a giant version of that. Make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So one thing for me when I want to have more ease with and getting myself present, sometimes like you said, take a deep breath, like just right here, right now. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Constantly reminding myself. So, oh, wait a second. Here's my X-Men brain. You talked about stopping the fight. Now, for me, and what helps me is these barriers that I have up around me. Sometimes I think that I have them down, but if I just pull myself, just take that deep breath and just think barriers down in all layers, levels, lifetime spaces, dimensions, realities, universes. Barriers down. And those energetic barriers is kind of what's holding the fight in place. It's not like, and we're not doing it maybe consciously, like, oh, I want to keep this out, but it's just maybe a habit, or our barriers go up to match the barriers of the people that are around us. So if there's anything that I could invite you to remind yourself of right now, is just to lower those barriers down. And that allows, like Mary said, using your body as a filter that allows that energy to pass through you, around you, and out. Because when we have a barrier up, it sticks to it. Like algae sticks to it and all of that gunk, and it just clings on. You need to lower the barriers so you can let the Klingons go. And then expanding out and being more space, like really, like, so a lot of you guys, I know because you've all taken some classes with me, you all know that expansion, but you need to be even more space. Like everywhere you have decided you are enough, but there's always more space to be because it's infinite. So it's really building that muscle of just being more space, expanding out even more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And lowering those barriers. And then acknowledging your body. Sometimes we get so caught up in, especially when you're a nurse or whatever job you're doing, sometimes we forget that we have a body. And so say hi to your body. And just that acknowledgement of your body is going to start, your body's like, oh yeah, okay. And what does your body require right now? Like, ask your body that question. What do you require, body? And just, I know that might sound crazy to some of you, and maybe like, what do you have to lose? Hey, Robert, good morning. How's your body doing, Robert? Ask your body, what do you require? Sugar, salt, water, energy. Maybe your body just wants to go outside for a few minutes, really opening up the space to have that conversation with your body. And then you are acknowledging it, you're getting present with it. And just that also allows the Klingons to go, because when you are stuck in the doing and you're not saying hi to your body, you just kind of get stuck in this fight, like this fight energy, thinking you have to handle everything and do everything. So step number 1, take a deep breath. Step number 2, lower your barriers. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, in all layers, levels, lifetime, spaces, dimensions, realities, universes, barriers down. And expand out in all directions, even more space. Really practice that being muscle. And say hi to your body. What do you require, body? And if you feel like you don't get anything, like, because maybe this is, when you first start asking your body questions, you might not get anything. Don't get frustrated. Don't let that stop you. You have to start to build the conversation with your body. And it's okay if you don't get anything. Just you asking your body that question starts to open up that line of communication. And then maybe something will pop, as you're going along. It's like, oh, I want to have a popsicle. Oh, body, do we want to have a popsicle? And if the energy is like light and yes, it's like, yeah, have a popsicle. See what that creates for your body. Mary, is there anything else?
Yeah, no, that's brilliant, Catherine. Catherine and I are so great. We love facilitating together because we're just in each other's brains, which is really what X-Men do. So I'm thinking things and she's saying them, and she's thinking things and I'm saying them. It's like so cool how X-Men brains work. And what I would add to that is, like, it's okay to be annoyed with your body.
Yes, that too.
Like, you want to drop that fight. Like, if you feel annoyed, you feel annoyed. Like, I was annoyed because, I wanted to do my treadmill, my training. and my ankles were like being grumpy. It was a little bit sore. In this reality, you think, oh, I'm getting a shin splint, right? I asked a tons of questions, but I also was like kind of annoyed. I said, hey, no, this isn't going to work today. Like, I've chosen this race and I really desire to get on the treadmill. Like, body, what's going on here? And so we literally negotiated. So I negotiated with the body. Okay, body, I give you 24 hours. Okay, we're going to support you with this, whatever it is, for 24 hours. And then I'm getting back on the treadmill. And so it was the willingness to be annoyed and the willingness to ask questions and then the willingness to change it. Right. So, and that was part of the dropping the barriers. But you can also have the barrier to being annoyed because you're trying to get it right, good, perfect, and correct.
Right. Yeah. So everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, fox, shorts, boys, poems, meons. That's, for those of you that haven't heard that before, that's the Access Consciousness clearing statement. And it's an energetic magic wand. If you want more information about it, you can go to theclearingstatement.com. Yeah.
And the other piece with that too is like, and we talk a lot about this, Catherine and I, like combining the pragmatics and the energetics. So the energetics is looking at all of these things that we were looking at today, and what can we change, and expanding out and dropping your barriers and asking questions and all of that. And then the pragmatics is like, what do your sweet bodies actually require? And is it possible to accommodate your sweet body with like physio or a day off or a walk outside or a spa day? Like, what is your body asking for? Who is out there who can support it with body work, through body work, like whatever it might be, to look at also the pragmatics of it. And then, because I can hear someone's head going, but it's not possible. I can't take a day off. I know my body needs a day off. So that's when we can go into body negotiations and talk to the body, like have a conversation, say, hey, body, I get it. You're asking for this, this, and this. You are working really hard. I get it. You require a day off. You require a day in the forest. You require body work. I can't actually get to that right now. I have this on my schedule. Are you okay? And when we get through the next 6 days of work, we will do this spa day. So it's a willingness to have these conversations with your body, just like you might have with a person.
Yeah. The other thing too is ask your body to contribute to creating what it desires and requires. So, okay, body, we have the spa day. I committed to getting this work completed, but what can you contribute to that showing up? And my effing favoriteest question ever is like, body, what else is possible beyond what we could ever imagine? Can you show me? Now, if money can be a thing, money is a thing. It's this reality. There's a whole bunch of different things going on with the economy right now, but you can ask for magic. And when you ask your body to contribute, you might be surprised how money can show up to support you in this day. Or maybe a project gets canceled or clients cancel, and then you have this space and you're like, okay, body, let's do it. Game on. And so acknowledging, like including your body in creating the time, the space, and the money to look after it. Because that's really what this life is for, it's for your body. Actually, it's for your being to experience life with this body. And how can you have more ease, joy, and glory with that? Kara's like, so many layers of awesomeness. Nicole, loving these magical ideas for new questions with my body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else to add to that, Mary?
I just really like to say, like, what magic, miracles, mysteries, possibilities are available here I've never considered. I say that often, it's like it's a big conversation. We're not going to get into it right now with the presumptive realities, but we do go into these presumptive realities of this is the way it is. I am a nurse. It's close to Christmas time. This is the way it is. Like, all these presumptive realities, and then we need to react to those presumptive realities. And we get into this loop of all of that. So when we ask that really simple question of like, what magic, miracles, and mysteries and possibilities are available here, it lets all of those presumptive realities just to let
Yeah.
go, dissolve, and dissipate.
It's kind of like a fast track beyond the presumptive realities, like asking that question.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to add is, okay, so we talked about how Mary and I are X-Men and we are literally in each other's heads when we facilitate together. But you're also aware of other people around you. Now, where we can get to feel really frustrated is you're in all the heads of the people that are around you if you're an X-Men. And how do you know if you're an X-Men? You just ask, probably if you've been listening to this conversation the whole time, you're an X-Men. If you're not an X-Men, you probably maybe didn't even see this video, or you would have gotten fairly bored in the first couple of minutes. So there's some clues, and you can ask yourself, truth, am I an X-Men? And, you know, follow the energy. But then when we try to think about it anyway, you're probably an X-Men. So you're aware of other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions in their head. Now, sometimes people don't say what's in their head and the words don't match what you are aware of. So then we go into doubting ourselves. And that's where we can start to feel really frustrated as well. So just have that little piece of information for yourself. You know, what people say, the words they say don't often match what you are aware of. And just trust your awareness and know that it's okay. And oftentimes we also have this level of caring that is so beyond words, like caring for people that we work with, for our patients, our family. And we care so much for them to the degree that maybe we haven't ever acknowledged yet. And so in that caring, we want to try to save these people. But what I've come to realize that actually can be really uncomfortable is that these people don't actually want to be saved. And so what's kindness? You know, and this is leading to a whole other conversation of like, what's kind to you, what's actually kind to them. And I just find these little tidbits of information helped me have more ease with my awareness and the way that I am. And I don't need to do anything with it. It just gave me a little more clarity about life. And so, but we're going to actually dive so much deeper into all of these conversations on January 13th and 14th. Mary is coming to Saskatoon. We are doing a 2-day X-Men class in Saskatoon, or you can also join us online, where we are going to explore all of this so much more. Mary, can you tell us a little bit about the 2-day class?
Yeah, the 2-day class has been a long time coming, and it is actually the first time in Canada. It's I'm really thrilled to be able to facilitate it. And it's a deep dive into everything really to do with what we're calling X-Men. And we look at ADD, ADHD, OCD, autism spectrum. And then we look way beyond that, because often connected to that is, you know, things like bipolar or schizophrenia or really any kind of mental illness. We look at capacities that, you know, you might have misdiagnosed and made wrong. We look at how we can accommodate that, how we can find like what is the gift there. It just goes in a lot of directions. It really is a course that's great for you, and it's also great if you are facilitators or therapists or just working with people or working in the school systems or anything like that. Originally, I took it so I could be a better teacher, as in school teacher. And I took the course 3 or 4 times before I realized that, hey, you know, I'm actually an X-Men, and maybe this course is actually all about me. But it's a course that's very rich in content. It's practical and also energetic as well.
Yeah.
And bodies. Talk about bodies.
Yeah, so really excited about that. I'll post a link here with this video if you guys want to take a look at those classes. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or to Mary. Like I said, you can join us live in person, which I'm so excited to have a live classes again. You know, it's been coming along, but you didn't really realize how much you missed live events when we couldn't do them there for a little while. So this is really exciting. And you can join us online from anywhere in the world as well. So yeah, I hope this conversation was a contribution to all of you and your bodies. I would love to any feedback and any further questions, just send us some messages. And Mary, do you have anything last to add?
No, just that you know where to find us. You know, it's really important that you know that someone has your back. You know, Catherine's so amazing. She's there to support you. And you can reach out to Catherine or to myself and, you know, quick little message. Sometimes we can change the energy really quickly. We as in collectively by asking a few questions. Sometimes I'll message Catherine and saying, hey, I'm stuck. Can you ask me a question? Catherine will message me. So know that we have your back.
And the other cool XBET thing is, I found that the moment I type the question out and I hit send, I've already received the contribution, even if the person like Mary doesn't get back to me right away. But I've already, like, it's already changed the energy because the act of me getting present with the energy to type it into words changes something already. So it really is a gift.
And don't give away the secret that you might also be in the future, the past and the present simultaneously.
Oh, right.
Because you have to wait for a class to hear more about that.
Yes. Cool. All right, you beautiful beings. Thank you so much for joining us live. And thank you to those of you watching in the future. What else is possible beyond what you could ever imagine? And what magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities are available here that you haven't considered before? Write those words down or don't. It's just a choice.
Yeah. And sweet contributions to your bodies today coming from Catherine and Mary.
Yes. All right. And see you guys later.
Bye.